Star Wars has finally returned to theaters with The Mandalorian and Grogu. I just got home from seeing it, and here is my initial, spoiler-free, brief reaction. There was a lot of concern before the movie came out that it would feel less like a theatrical event and more like an extended episode of the show. I don't think that's quite accurate. To me, it feels like multiple episodes of the show put together as one narrative. Not that that's necessarily a bad thing, I just think you have to temper your expectations before you go in. It's very small and self-contained. It doesn't really push the whole current overall Star Wars narrative forward, like, at all, or even really The Mandalorian's overall story forward that much, which is both good and bad. Good because in an era where everything is connected thanks to the MCU mainly, it's nice to have a story that doesn't need a ton of homework for a new person coming in. However, it also, I have to say, feels almost too small. The story is honestly just doesn't have that much substance to it. The fun is, I guess, just seeing Mando and Grogu on the big screen with what is clearly a bigger budget. I mean, the movie looks really good, and I have to say, they really pushed forward what they could do with that Grogu puppet. I mean, the various ways they used to bring him to life in this was, well, he feels like a real character even more than he did before, in some ways. I guess that's not a surprise. Star Wars has always done creatures very well. Another standout creature in this is Embo. Yeah, he translated to live action extremely well. I just wish we'd gotten more of him. Same with Zeb. He really fit in well too. The translation to live action, again, worked great. To clarify, we do get a lot of him in this movie. He is a main character, and I hope we get more of him in the future. Maybe in Ahsoka Season 2? Still not sure why he wasn't in Ahsoka Season 1. Speaking of creatures, there was one creature in here that I really felt should not have worked, but somehow did, and that's Rada the Hutt, or as I know him, Stinky. Without giving too much away, he really is what I would call a new take on a Hutt character. Some people are going to love it, some purists are going to absolutely hate it. But I think it worked well for the story they were trying to tell. Minor spoiler here. Something that surprised me and threw me off at first, he speaks English for the vast majority of the movie instead of Huttese, which, like I said, kind of threw me off, but once I got used to it, really fit the story they were trying to tell, fit the character. But yeah, the movie looked great. Sorry, I'm trying to do this in a hurry, so my head's kind of all over the place. The movie looked great, the comedy, there was some pretty good comedy bits in here, especially with Grogu and the Anzellans. There's some really great action. There's a bit at the beginning, like in the trailers, you see that snow planet. That's all in the beginning, and there's some really good stuff in there. Mando basically goes full Batman again, and it is awesome. Overall, I'd probably say in short that I liked this movie, but I didn't necessarily love it. Again, go in with tempered expectations that it's just a one-off adventure featuring a couple of your favorite characters, and I think you'll at least have a good time, because I did have a good time. I just don't think I'd rank it up there with the best of the Star Wars movies. But anyways, as usual, if you guys saw the movie, let me know what you thought in the comments below. I'd love to hear your opinions, and I'll talk to you next time. Bye.